Hi everyone, I hope everyone's doing great. We're just getting back from our vacation. We had a fantastic time, and now that we're back, I have a little project that I need to work on. And so before I go into any details, let's go ahead and get into my work clothes. Okay, I got my work clothes on and I'm ready to get started on our little project today. For those of you that might have watched a previous video from Sturgis last year, we had bought this little mini bike to kind of turn around and pedal on while we're out at the Buffalo Chip. That's where we like to go, that's where we like to stay, and as the longer that we were out there, the more troubles we started having with it. One thing we noticed, it wasn't wanting to start real well, it wasn't wanting to run real well. We think that the dirt and just everything out from the chip kind of got to it, and then we realized, well, there wasn't any air filter on the little bike. So we meant to, when we got back, look at it a little sooner than what we did, but here it is already July and Sturgis is right around the corner, so we thought we better get busy and see what we can do to fix this little thing so that we can take it back out with us. And lo and behold, we needed to fix the carburetor. Well, long story short, it was cheaper to buy a carburetor online for like $14 than it was to mess with it and take it all apart and clean it and try to fix it that way. So we bought one and we took this little guy off and put the new one on that you can see down there, and we also installed an air filter. So hopefully, and here's the new air filter, hopefully that will help us run a little better this year with all the dirt out there. It's not going to get clogged up on us, hopefully. And then another problem that we had out there, let me set this back down, the little glass thing on the front brake master cylinder, well, it was eroded away, and while we were out there, we had to find a way to patch it and fix it so that all the brake fluid wouldn't keep leaking out. Well, since it has sat all winter long, and you know, with the cold and stuff, this is all deteriorated. So our project for today is, we found a whole assembly kit again thing online. It was for like, I think $25 on Amazon. So this is my little project today. We're going to try to take the old one off and we're going to put the new one on and hopefully be one step closer to getting our little bike back at the chip. So let's go ahead and see what I need to start doing first. I know that I'm going to have to come around and take this off. First things first, I need to go ahead and move this boot down so that I can get to where I need to. If you can hand me the wrench so I can try to get this loosened up. Okay, let me remember, lefty loosey, righty tighty. So lefty, loosey. Just gotta pop this all the way off. It's gonna be easier if I just keep going around, it looks like. I think that this is gonna be loose enough that I'm just gonna go ahead and finish it with my fingers. Oh yeah, just like that. One little bolt out. Set that on the ground. Let me grab a paper towel real quick, and then I'm going to go around to this other side, and it looks like I just have 2 more bolts right here that need to come off, and this whole thing will be off the bike and we can put the new one on. I should just ratchet off. Oh yeah, it's going to want to come all the way. I did the top one first. Probably doesn't matter which one I did. Okay, let me take this off. First one out, and I just need to do the second one. You know, we just got back from a road trip and we went up to New York, and I went to Niagara. I had never been to that part of the country before. We had a fantastic trip. If you've not seen those videos, go check them out. I was afraid we weren't going to have any videos. When we were out there, we had our first day in the Manhattan area where we were at with our hotel. We went to the Statue of Liberty and was doing some of those sites, and we did all of our videoing for that day and had a great time. When we got onto the boat to ferry over to where the statue was, one of the crew members named BB, he actually approached and asked if I wanted to go ride up with the captain. So I got to go ride up with Captain Keith, and he got to show me some of the things that he did on a daily basis. So I was up front and center. I didn't get to do the horn though, unfortunately, but I was up there to see everything that he had to show me. And we went to Statue of Liberty. We toured there for a long time, got up close and personal with her. And then when we got finished, we got back off and went home, back to the hotel, and getting ready to start our next adventure. And we realized that, well, we had an error on the GoPro. the SD card that we were using the entire day before came up with an error. So we're like, oh great, which then meant we couldn't do any more videoing, and then we were worried that we lost everything. While out there, unfortunately, since we didn't get to video anymore because of the fact of the SD error, we did get to go to the Empire State Building. While at the Empire State Building, we did go ahead and get to all the floors that were accessible to us, and I went to the 102nd one. The views up there were spectacular. To be up so high and to be able to see so far was just remarkable. It's hard to describe when you're up that high how it feels. I'm working on this bottom one now too, and get this off real quick, and it looks like, oh gosh, I better hold that other side or it's going to completely fall off on me. Okay, it's going to be easier now at this point, just with my fingers. There we go. That way I can have not fall over. You know, another part that we went to while there. Okay, I got this loose, and this is the entire part that I needed off so that I can go ahead and put the brand new part on. So let me just set this old one down, and then we'll be in business. Okay, I have this put on and it's all tightened. I did have a little bit help on it because not sure of the metal and how sturdy it was. I didn't want to over tighten it and then already break it before we even got to use it, since just to be safe.
Like pot metal.
Pot metal, I guess, is what we might have called it. Yeah. So with this on, I'm just going to come around and try to get the brake line put back on, and we're going to be back in business. You can just hand me the bolt. Okay, gotta make sure I don't lose the washer. There was a washer on one side. Okay, there's seal on both sides. Maybe if I do it like this, it'll be easier. And then I'm gonna start with my finger first, and then we'll get it to where it goes a little tighter. With the boot put back up, this master cylinder has been changed out. We do have a few more things we need to do. We need to go ahead and, drain the brake fluid. We need to bleed the lines. We do have a front tire that we'd like to change out, and a couple other minor things. We have to figure out a way to put the mirror back on because it doesn't fit into the new one. But just little things like that we plan on doing, and our little mini bike should be Sturgis ready if we decide to take it in a couple weeks. With the summer months, we definitely, it's middle of July, we intend on doing some more videos. We hope to get on the river. In fact, we're planning on trying to go floating tomorrow. We're going to try to get on the bike more and do just some more fun videos for you guys between now and Sturgis. And then, of course, we'll be out in Sturgis for 2 weeks. And that'll be an exciting experience for everyone and for us as well. Until next time, as always, stay safe and have fun. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I still have some calendars that I can send out to those of you that would like to order one that haven't, or maybe you wanted another one. Feel free to order, and there's some more photos still available. So check out the website and order away.